18th century, Cameroon's slavery and slave trade constituted the main supply of slaves to the Western world. These people were gotten through inland invasions and were brought into this very site, the Bimbia slavery and slave trade site. During recent years, this place has been brought to light or has been made visible for tourists to come all over the world to relive the painful memories in which our forefathers were maltreated, were brutally chained on their necks and on their waists, and many other hideous acts. Emotional, captivating, touching are some of the words that can best describe you coming to the Bimbia slavery and slave trade site. Tourism helps to promote intercultural emergence, the discovery of local touristic sites and facilities through travel. Welcome. On these 47 hectares of land, we have several areas that captivate us. We have the oil mill and the famous door of no return. These and many more images on our postcard slot.
Welcome to Cameroon.
Welcome to Cameroon.
Welcome to Cameroon.
Africa in miniature. All Africa in one country. Cameroon, land of attractiveness, country of opportunities, abound in magnificent riches. Human, natural, agricultural, mining, cultural. Tourist resources. We must also emphasize the rich history of the country of Manu Dibango, Yannick Noah, Roger Miller, Samuel Eto'o, the land of the indomitable lions and lionesses. The history of Cameroon is not limited to independence in 1960 or the reunification of East and West Cameroon in 1972. Cameroon is also the slave trade. Somewhere in the southwest region, half a dozen kilometers from the seaside resort town of Linde, lies Bimbia, one of the most important slave ports of the tropical forests on the Atlantic coasts. The crumbled track, usually muddy in the rainy season, leads you to Dikolo Chiefdom. Here is Bimbia. Hitherto, its history remains untold. The quiet path, littered with dead leaves and bamboos, leads you to the barbaric ground where our ancestors, relatives, friends, brothers, and sisters were so shamefully treated before being sold as slaves. Somewhere in the distant past, they came from neighboring villages and hinterlands.
In southwest Cameroon, I'm standing in front of the signboard that you see behind me. And I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about the effect, the impact that this signboard has on many diasporans who come to Bimbia.
Vous venez de découvrir Bimbia. Malheureusement, vous ne pouvez pas avoir toute l'histoire, mais sachez que ce que vous voyez là a été fait depuis, je pense, 1765.
Calm and melancholic, the site has been attracting more and more visitors. Since 2009, thanks to initiatives like Remember Bimbia of Dr. Lisa Aubrey.
And I think particularly for the students, you want to approach this in a way that you are unearthing the history by Africans for Africans. I say this because much of what we have been reading, that history that tells us that Cameroon was not significantly affected.
As well, Evelyn Ava of the Ancestry Reconnection Program, better known by the acronym ARC-JAMAS.
I'm home. You are home here, okay? This is home. We are sorry for what happened more than 300 years ago. We will never be able to repair the pain. We just want to ease it a little bit. So welcome home.
Here is the staircase, the length of which indicates the endless journey, which must have been made by those who have been torn apart from us. Every step still recollects the shameful and painful story which led to this door, described
Orally, it is, if you look down there, you'll find traces. So canoes could come from the Lincoln Island where the ships will anchor, or the bigger boats to sail by them.
As the corridor of death. Inside this strongly built fortress, the voices of millions of innocent souls sold out as slaves cry out loud. Despite its apparent decay, the site has remained intact, and its originality and authenticity are preserved, so that the state of Cameroon has inscribed it in the national patrimony managed by the Ministry of Arts and Culture. Government is still negotiating deals to get it registered in UNESCO's World Heritage. The site has retained, among other things, these pillars, which still have imprints of tied and abused human beings. In this same fortress are cells which served as dungeons for recalcitrant slaves. The history of slave trade is also characterized by chains. In the slave trade village also lies this structure, a gutter which served as a pool of water for the captives, who drank out of it by lapping like animals. According to some historical sources, this place was originally constructed to house the very first oil mill of Cameroon. Some Cameroonians who worked here until their death rests in a cemetery not far off. The site still retains the remains of objects such as this steel pipe, machete, this door, and even charred palm nuts. On concretes, slave masters engraved messages like "You will remember," difficult to decipher, but full of meaning. Such indelible imprints leave sad memories of the shackles of slavery on Black Africa. The Agjamas are working to renovate the relics of the slave trade village for posterity. This staircase, just a few inches from the sea, was the administrative building. It is from here that the white slave masters administered their rule.
We accept the Eurocentric interpretation of what happened to us. We were not, our ancestors were not slaves. They were enslaved.
Astonished, I was shocked because it's something they have been telling us in story, but I witnessed it. I saw the way they was maltreating our brothers. The way they was, it was something. It was not their will, It was not their will. So they was just dragging them to bring them where they didn't know where they was going, So I was very shocked about it.
The darkness in the direction of the Nichols Island leads to this canyon. The calm and sometimes the roaring waters of the Atlantic Ocean gradually led the slaves to the unknown. Nearly 4 centuries after, the child's prodigy is back with his brothers. A tearful return, which invokes the spirit of our forefathers. Each tear that falls rewrites the story of slave trade in each heart. However, Nigel Baines, American society whose Cameroonian origins are no longer to be demonstrated, has not only made a wish, he has realized it by fostering the triumphant return of the whole family back to the fold.
We share a common heritage as children of a common African ancestor, a mother of all humanity.
Bimbia, c'est notre île de Gorée. Peut-être plus que l'île de Gorée, j'en sais rien. Il faut travailler à ce que ce soit restauré, pas seulement parce que ça va booster le tourisme. Il y a eu 400 ans d'esclavage. Peut-être qu'il faudra 400 ans de reconnexion pour recoller les morceaux et remettre ensemble les tout parties d'une famille qui a été historiquement, un peuple qui a été historiquement brisé. Nous irons le plus loin possible tant que Dieu nous donnera les moyens, tant que les ancêtres nous soutiendront spirituellement.
Welcome.
On our cultural slot today, we will not be focusing on the traditional dance steps, the attires and the food. We will dwell more on how our forefathers were maltreated.
Local authorities and traditional chiefs were at the helm of the slavery business. They captured or even snatched their indigents from relatives and sold them out to slave traders. Cries of distress, tears, howls. In fact, it was total consternation. The farewells were mournful. Such a piteous sight. It was here in Bimbia, at the slave port, that they were brought in spite of themselves to the land of no return.
The man has come very prepared.
I want to see him.
We want to see what is there.
I want to see what I'm doing.
No.
God! King, take the one man to the head. Let him see the slave that King, he has not given anything. He wants to see. He's nothing. Let us finish this
Once here, those who came from distant parts of the country discovered they were tricked. Returning was no longer possible. The most recalcitrant put up resistance, but it was all vain. Some were chained on concrete pillars, and others locked up in a cell, waiting for their bags. At the arrival of the buyer, they were exchanged for objects of very low value, items such as whiskey, hunting weapons, clothes, salt, to name but these.
Happy plenty. We take only 50.
Yeah.
We want 500 next time.
You bring better kako in 2 weeks time.
I don't promise.
I will keep it for you. In 2 weeks
If
time.
I bring you this gun, now 100.
I need the gun.
100. This one, but turn this on. Shoot all man down.
King, it will be better for them to bring us many guns.
Bring me plenty gun.
Because we have many battles to fight.
I want merchandise. This one is
You
small.
have no problem with that. The more the guns, the more you get.
Yes.
Good.
So,
One man.
King.
Thank you very much.
No, no problem.
I do wait too.
I need more merchandise.
If you come tomorrow, I will bring you 1,000.
Don't bother yourself. More merchandise.
check them, we go.
That's why.
Okay, one man, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Come on.
We can cheer. We can cheer.
This was trade by barter. Once the transaction was concluded, the bought slaves were all chained up and then led like flock to this spot where they drank and ate by lapping. From this spot, also known as a manger, they were embarked for the port of Gorée in Senegal and then to Europe. A boat had an average of 2,000 slaves. Those who died during the journey were thrown into the waters. Only 800 on an average arrived at destination. Centuries after, the whole of Africa still suffers from the incurable wounds of the slave trade. Welcome.
With recent information communication technologies, tourists all over the world are able to explore and choose their own tourist sites. We just want to find out how exposed is Bimbia on the internet.
Let's go to the discovery of Bimbia through the web. Makes a close-up of the site as well as publishes several photos to satisfy your curiosity. Sharing the melancholy look of the visitors on the slave port of Bimbia on France 24, comjeuneafrique.com makes you relive the painful moments. For its part, mintu.gov.com gives access to the site of slavery while showing you an interactive map of Cameroon, the door of no return, and a guide to welcome you to Bimbia. The film of the deportation is offered to you on edition2015.com. Here, some people present the highlights of deportation, just like Kamer.b. Let us now enter the gallery of google.cm. Satisfy yourself with hundreds of images at your disposal. With videograms posted on YouTube, leave the highlights of the deportation. So why not go to your computers to discover Bimbia, one of Cameroon's historic sites. Welcome.
We have come to that moment, dear viewers, where you are able to win several prizes just by answering the following question. What is the name of the island from where slaves were deported? What is the name of the island from where slaves were deported? Or name one village surrounding Bimbia. Name one village surrounding Bimbia. You can always call through the number on your screen, and we wish you plenty of luck. And remember, tourism helps to promote intercultural merging, the discovery of local tourist sites and facilities through travel. Welcome.